It's a little bit thinner group than it was, but at the same time, we have faith in the guys that we put in there that they will be able to make things happen.
Has it helped that the only main turnover has been at the one guard spot?
I guess that
that pretty stable at the other four spots.
We've been fairly stable, and that does help. You like to have a certain amount of stability. But like going back to the beginning of the season, one of the issues with the offensive line was how many new guys we had, and one of the things that we kept saying was how much faith we had in the young guys to step up and produce. And we just feel like anywhere along that offensive line we have a guy that we can throw in there and he'll step in and do a great job.
Out of the freshmen, the guys who are redshirting this year, is there somebody in that group that's caught your eye already that you think is really going to be somebody to watch down the road?
And there's a few guys. You look at Donnall and Scherff, in particular, those two have really made great strides. They've got all the physical tools necessary. It's really just going to be up to them to make sure that they stay focused on improving and doing things the right way and not, kind of getting off on sort of a lazy path.
You talk about your defensive line. They don't lead the world in numbers this year, and I think that freaks people out because I would have 600 sacks. But I think it's still a disruptive unit, and you guys are obviously still playing really good defense.
Yeah, they're a very disruptive unit, and I think they're doing what they need to do. It's not all about sacks and stuff like that. A lot of times it's just about the sort of attention that they garner. And you look at Adrian, and most of the time, if there's not two guys on him, there's three guys on him. So, that takes other guys out of passing lanes. That takes guys, off of other blockers. Just the amount of kind of attention that they garner, the number of people that they're able to take up at once, does enough to free up the rest of our defense. That just in that fact alone, they're being effective as a line.
Yeah, that's. I think last year they had I don't know how many sacks coming back, 25.
A few. There was a few.
And one thing, as an offensive lineman, you can tell they're hard to get. They're hard. Sacks are hard to get. They're like you hit more home runs than you do sacks, right?
In general, yeah. And there's 4 defensive linemen, and there's as many as 7 guys protecting the pocket. So the numbers are definitely not on their side. But I really feel like if you put any one of our guys one-on-one with any defensive lineman in the country, then we probably have a positive result out of that a good percentage of the time.